In a small village, nestled between rolling hills and thick forests, lived a young woman named Elara. She was known for her curiosity and an insatiable desire to understand the world around her. Elara's village, though peaceful, was filled with people who rarely questioned the life they led. They followed traditions and rituals handed down through generations without ever wondering why. One day, Elara stumbled upon an old tattered book in her grandmother's attic. The book was titled The Mirror of Truth. Intrigued, she opened it to find a tale about a mystical mirror hidden deep within the enchanted forest. Legend had it that this mirror had the power to reveal a person's true self, free of all illusions and pretenses. It was said to bring enlightenment and profound self-awareness to anyone brave enough to look into it. Elara's heart raced as she read the story. She felt an unexplainable pull toward the mirror. She knew she had to find it, not just for herself, but for her village. Perhaps, she thought, the mirror could help the people see beyond their daily routines and lead them to a deeper understanding of life. The next morning, Elara set off on her journey with only a satchel of essentials and the old book as her guide. The path to the enchanted forest was long and arduous, filled with rugged terrains and unknown dangers. However, her determination outweighed her fears. As she entered the forest, the atmosphere changed. The air felt thick with magic, and the trees seemed to whisper secrets. After walking for what felt like hours, she encountered an old man sitting by a stream. His eyes were wise and kind, and he wore a robe that shimmered in the dappled sunlight. "Greetings, traveler," the old man said. "What brings you to the enchanted forest?" "I'm searching for the mirror of truth," Elara replied. "Do you know where I can find it?" The old man smiled. "Many have come seeking the mirror, but few are prepared for what they will see. The mirror reveals not just beauty and strength, but also flaws and fears. Are you ready to face your true self?" Elara hesitated for a moment. The thought of confronting her deepest insecurities was daunting, but her resolve was strong. "Yes, I am ready," she said. The old man nodded and pointed toward a narrow path. "Follow this trail until you reach the heart of the forest. There you will find the mirror. But remember, the journey to self-discovery is not just about reaching the destination. Pay attention to what you learn along the way." With a grateful heart, Elara continued her journey. The path grew narrower and more difficult to navigate, but she pressed on. Along the way, she encountered various creatures and obstacles that tested her courage and patience. One day, as she rested by a river, she met a young deer caught in a hunter's trap. The deer's eyes were filled with pain and fear. Elara's heart ached for the creature. Without a second thought, she freed the deer, tending to its wounds with the herbs she had collected. "Thank you," said the deer, to Elara's astonishment. "Your kindness will not be forgotten." Elara smiled, realizing that her compassion was part of her true self. She continued her journey with renewed determination, pondering the importance of kindness and empathy. After several days, Elara finally reached the heart of the forest. There, in a small clearing, stood the mirror of truth. It was a simple, unassuming mirror, but it radiated a powerful aura. Elara approached it with a mix of anticipation and trepidation. Taking a deep breath, she looked into the mirror. At first, she saw only her reflection, but soon, the mirror's surface rippled, and she began to see more. She saw moments from her past, both good and bad. She saw her strengths, her curiosity, her compassion, her determination. But she also saw her flaws, her impatience, her fears, her tendency to doubt herself. Tears welled up in Awara's eyes as she faced these truths. The mirror showed her not only who she was, but who she could become. It was a profound and humbling experience. She realized that true enrichment came not from external achievements, but from understanding and accepting oneself. As she stepped away from the mirror, she felt a sense of peace and clarity. She knew that the journey of self-discovery was ongoing, and the mirror was just the beginning. With a grateful heart, she made her way back to the village. When Elara returned, she shared her experience with the villagers. At first, they were skeptical, but her sincerity and the changes they saw in her convinced them to listen. Slowly, the villagers began their own journeys of introspection, guided by Elara's story and the lessons she had learned. The village blossomed into a community of self-aware and compassionate individuals. They still followed their traditions, but now they did so with understanding and purpose. They supported each other in their journeys, creating a culture of growth and enrichment. And so, the tale of Elara and the mirror of truth became a legend in the village, reminding everyone that a path to true enrichment begins with looking within